Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Seresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for August 1st, 2011. This is Patrick Seresna. As always, we start off with a chart of the S&P 500 using that spider exchange traded fund symbol SPY. Last week we saw some selling driven by the concerns about whether the U.S. government would come up to a resolution on the debt ceilings, which has created some significant market chop that doesn't necessarily always adhere to the more orderly technical analysis. Nonetheless, with the debt resolution now coming to a conclusion, there is going to be a relief rally that more than likely would attempt a reversal somewhere off of these midpoints. Even if there is a one-day reversal, we're not going to be overreading into that. It'd be far more important to see the S&P 500 strengthen back up towards the 133, 134, and 135 levels and sort of undo the last week's selling. If that's the case, then that could be the springboard from which a nice rally could occur. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE U.S. Regional Banks Index, which is a symbol JLO. And essentially, we continue to have technical weakness here, but we're going to be watching very carefully right off the bat this week whether the strength that we see coming off the resolution of the U.S. debt ceiling, whether or not the regional banks can strengthen back above the 23.25 area, whereas the home of the highs prior to the crisis really kind of gaining steam. If we have any rallies above 23.25, there is room for regional banks to reverse with a little short-term double bottom. But unless we see that, the predominant trend continues to be weakness. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE index, which is a symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. And essentially, we saw that a few days of selling on that pressure as well. And again, it will be very interesting to see is whether they can reverse it off the support line and attempt to break out to a higher high. Any breakouts above the 142 level that can sustain itself would open the window for a rally up to 145, 150 very easily. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is a symbol RUF. And just like the regional banks, there continues to be predominant weakness in the home builders. We're coming up to that major support at this $8 area, and we've now broken to lower lows. Very dangerous moment for the home builders. But again, if they're given a big boost off of the debt ceiling resolution, then we'll be watching for key reversals above the 875 level on the upside. But until we get above 875, recognize that there is technical weakness and a predominant downtrend that still remains in place. Next year, I want to take a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is symbol FUM. And we see here an index that continues to show predominant strength. And even though we've had 3, 4, 5 days of little technical weakness, and the natural gas index looks positioned to continue to advance. If the support at this 133, 135 holds, and we have any solid reversals, particularly anything that breaks above the 141 level, the window will open right up for the natural gas index to go to 150 up on the upside. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is a symbol UKX. And the two predominant range-bound zones that we've identified on the FTSE remain fully in place. There should be a relief rally coming in as the U.S. markets will rally. But so long as the FTSE remains chopping sideways in these ranges, then we're going to look at it relatively neutral. The key thing here is that the longer it consolidates sideways, the greater the probability that it will actually be a bullish break on the upside that occurs. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Seresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.